mean, the recruitment industry in the UK is responsible for £40 billion worth of revenue a year. It's a big industry. But those guys, I think Hayes have about 7.5 billion of that alone. But they've all been dropping market share, dropping revenues, dropping profits because the landscape's changing massively for us, because there's a lot more companies like myself, 4 or 5 people. I think there's a stat out there, there's 30,000 recruitment companies now operating in the UK. So you can see that the landscape's changing. You get a bit negged out if you look at it in the sense that the 3 biggest players in the market are dropping revenue and dropping profits. You think, well, this isn't great. But on the flip side, the market still grew by 5% last year. So for me, looking at it, I still think there's massive opportunity in our industry. But it is a changing landscape. As you all know, within architecture, there's new softwares, AI coming in, how does that impact your job, yada, yada, yada. But the lion's share, I mean, we are massively seeing demand increase. We'll talk about it, there's skill shortages, there's this and that. So job flow for us is just ramping up and ramping up. I guess one of the challenges is how do you find the candidates and how do you actually fill all those jobs? Because I think our job flow might be increasing in one hand, but is there interviews? Maybe not. I think I looked at it the other week, when I personally had 18 live jobs on the park in one given sort of 14-day period, but I think only 6 of those jobs got to interview. Right. So when you look at that, you're thinking, it's not a great stat. There's quite a lot of clients there at the end of those 14 days are probably quite annoyed at me that I've not got them a candidate or not got somebody to interview. But that's not just an issue on my front, that's a whole market issue.